And then the lack of accountability after, I'd be like, I don't know what happened. I don't know this. I don't know. I can't believe that. It's just like, come on.
They're not like self-aware of. So how are you?
I'm a little hot right now. I'm a little sweaty, but I'm doing good. No, I'm pretty
sweaty and naked.
Yeah.
Okay.
Restaurant Punk, what's up?
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Let's pretend
What's up,
that
guys?
George has a shirt on.
How's it going over here?
How are you doing?
We don't have a lot going on over here.
Yeah,
today.
it's all right. Having a rough day. I'm broke. Can I get some money?
Yeah, we're taking donations for shirts for George.
It was hot up here, all right?
#1
Fat
charity.
people sweat. Guys, leave me alone. I have more rolls in a bakery. Leave me. Come on. Sip.
Oh, no. I don't have a sip. That's fine.
You want to share?
No, I don't want that stuff. That's too
Yeah.
She doesn't want your titty
hardcore.
juice.
My titty juice.
Squirt.
This episode's
Are
getting
we
real.
gonna get canceled?
Instead of called Restaurant Punk, it's called Restaurant Hub.
Oh no.
get it?
What's
Yeah.
hub mean? Is it
Like
slang?
Pornhub?
Pornhub.
Oh, I don't know about such things.
Okay.
Grow up,
There's
Liz.
a kit for that. It's on Amazon. You can buy it.
Oh, is there no
There's a training kit
different
somewhere.
sizes? Okay. Anyway, to the topic.
Oh, great. Here we go.
So
No. Yes. Only sometimes.
okay,
Okay, good. There we go.
and there it is. So as an owner,
Ah, fuck.
how do you feel? Well,
I'm saying there's no shirt on, so
I'll
it's
ask-
perfect.
Well, you're about to be an owner. But how do you handle it when, okay, I'm going to say it this way. As an employee, I find it's very annoying when owners
Don't wear
or
a shirt.
managers have a third nipple. No, I'm kidding.
I don't.
When they make a mistake and cannot admit it. Like
Oh,
they'll
perfect.
deny, can't admit it, and they're just, or they'll put it on someone else.
I'm
I
perfect.
want to open up that treasure chest of trauma that I have from one of the last places I worked at.
Oh, where did you work at last? Vintage?
What was
I
it?
know
Can't
that
disclose
owner
that.
is an ass.
No, vintage put me back into the proper pieces after being broken. But I think that was like the hardest thing in a while because I was self-employed for a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
So coming back into working in the restaurant industry after 7 years, and it was the zero accountability for the way that we were set up to fail every night. Like we were not set up
every
to success.
night.
Every
Like
night.
every night there was something different.
How long did you work there?
A year.
Wow, that's impressive.
It's way too long.
Yeah.
That's what she
Because
said.
I am a fixer-upper. I like to fix things. And so I'm like, I got this. I can help. I can do this. Like, let me help. Because at the time, it was like, yeah, I would love your input. I would love this. I would love that. And I'm like, oh, okay, I think we should. No. Well, I think it would work better. No. Well, I think, and it was infuriating when I would be like, okay, this going into this week, with Open Table, we need to structure it like this. And it's like, okay, yeah. Nothing ever happens. We're slammed and we're running around like chickens with our head cut off. And we're giving people not shit service, but like, again, we're just set up for failure because we can't keep up with what's going on. And instead of taking accountability, it's, well, we made it through, did we not? So let's just keep pushing. And it's like,
Is that a restaurant still around?
No.
Okay, well, then there's that.
Oh, there's that.
Well, that's funny because many years ago, I got a part-time job bartending. I had my main job, and it was like an outside beach bar, and we all trained. Everyone was hyped. They had experience owning a bar. They owned it like in town that was very, very popular. So we go in there. It's the first day. No one has a bank. No one's showing up. It's shift change. We're all standing there, and I'm just fuming because it was very disorganized. I'm talking not 10 minutes. I'm talking like an hour. We're just standing there with nothing to do to the point where the bartenders were giving away free drinks because they didn't know what to do. No one had a bank. So
was this a privately owned bar or was it a big company bar? Or?
So it was like a leased in a casino, like the outside bar was leased.
Outside bar, okay.
Okay. But it was a company. They have a beach bar in another town. Okay. So they know what they're doing, but I don't know for whatever reason, no one was paying attention that day. And I just was fuming. So I walked up to the manager and I handed him my ID. I said, "This is not the job for me." And I walked off.
1 hour?
Yes. Because if this is, I understand it's a rough
Here's me painting my clown makeup on for staying for an entire year. But also if it wasn't for that scenario, I wouldn't be here. So there's a difference. There's a difference. And also I think it was such a learning experience for me now going in as an owner, like, and again, every server at some capacity is like, I could run this place better than the person running it. There's always going to be that person. And I never even like openly was like, I could run this better. I'm just like, let me just help. Like if I'm going to be a part of this and if I'm going to be a part of this team, I want to put my all into it. And I think learning from that experience and again, the trauma of it all is just like, okay, now I know what not to do.
Yeah.
And I think that, I mean, at the end of the day, like it's only made me better.
Exactly. You learn from other people's mistakes as well as your own.
Yeah, absolutely. But it's really hard because then it trickles down to absolutely everyone. And then the biggest part is when it's just like, well, I don't know why they quit, or I'm firing this person because they talk too much shit, or I'm doing this or I'm doing that. And it's just like, but you have to realize you're the common denominator.
Exactly.
Always.
You're the common denominator. Everybody else is like on different playing fields and they're all doing their part, but everything's falling apart collectively because of one reason. And that is the common denominator. And that is you.
Yeah.
And then the lack of accountability after, be like, I don't know what happened. I don't know this. I don't know. I can't believe that. It's just like, come
People
on.
are so they're not like self-aware of. So how are you?
I'm a little hot right now, a little sweaty, but I'm doing good. No, I'm pretty
Sweaty and naked.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm very hands-on and yeah. You like that?
How you doing?
I'm never wrong because I'm always right.
Right. Right.
So I don't mess up at all. I'm the best owner of all time. No, I mean, I take the help when I need it. I don't try to be the home run hitter. I try to get the singles that leads to the bases being empty to score the runs. So that's a baseball term. Sorry.
Yeah, I got that. Yeah.
Okay, whatever.
How are you at taking accountability in certain situations though? Like, do you?
No.
Oh, no, George.
No, I
really?
mean, if it's seriously that I know I'm wrong, I'll say something, but no, I'm always right.
See, I'll admit I'm wrong. I have
I don't
no
know.
problem.
I only admit I'm wrong when I know it's really bad. Like when I don't pay some bills, then I take care
You're
of it.
really wrong.
But do you ever, I find that there a lot of people will not admit that they're wrong or they made a mistake. More importantly, that they made a mistake because in their mind, it's a sign of weakness, which I don't believe. I think if you show that, okay, I made the mistake, I can admit it, that makes you strong.
Like,
That's
like,
a sign of strength to me.
I give a lot of my staff does everything for me, so not saying making mistakes. I'm only there just to help them out now. So my staff makes mistakes and I let them have it. So I mean, but I don't do the ordering, I don't do the scheduling. I'm there just to help out at Georgia Place Courthouse. That's all. I'm just there just to be shake babies, kiss hands, and be the face.
There's no room for mistakes for you.
Yeah, because I'm always right.
Because you're not there. Because you're not okay.
Yeah.
But you've never worked for someone that would just habitually make mistakes, and you're like, you're a dick.
Yeah.
Yanni, cover your ears.
No, I actually was. I worked for. I was the executive sous chef for a high end company, and the chef there, man, he was never wrong. But he was like, he opened up a couple of casinos in Atlantic City, and now he's old and was over the job. Almost said the name. Oh, Liz would have been mad at me.
Nah, I just edit that out.
Yeah, but he was never wrong. And if he made the soup and it tasted bad, he blamed it on somebody else.
You know, it's funny because like chefs, I think it's amazing how if a server makes a mistake, they act like it's the end of the world, but they made a mistake or their temp is off and it gets sent back somehow, it's not their fault. Like that is so irritating. I'm just saying, you look like a tool. You look like a tool.
You know, they look like Petey Pablo.
No.
Don't you ever.
No, I don't. I've never worked with him. He doesn't seem like that kind of guy.
I will slap you with my titty.
I'm just saying.
I believe that.
I'm just saying that if you make a mistake, I think it's best just admit it, fix it, move on. And that's a show. If you're in a leadership position, you're setting the stage for everyone else and how they're going to, act.
Yeah, I mean.
So if you're someone who never makes a mistake and can never admit it, your subordinates are going to act the same exact way.
Subordinates. Wow, look at you.
Hey.
God.
Just saying.
But when I was there, like when I did everything else, I would make mistakes if I like up the schedule or whatnot because I was there full time. But then I had to learn to let someone else do it, and to let them make mistakes to make mistakes. So I mean,
you were just like over making mistakes. You're like, you know what, I'm over it. Let someone else make
No,
mistakes.
I wanted to grow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So fucking later.
Okay.
So
Great.
Jesus.
So that's it.
Well, no, I agree in the sense of what you were saying though, of like it not should, like I feel like people don't want to seem weak in the sense of like, you know, I did anything wrong, I'm superior, like whether I'm right or wrong, I'm still superior, and go yourself.
I'll tell you what.
As opposed to, you know, just, hey, like if my former boss came up to me and was like, hey, listen, I'm really sorry I had made this mistake. Like, let's work on next week's schedule and let's try to fix it together. Like, whether you want my input or not, but just owning up to it and telling me, you know what, you're right. I screwed up. I'm going to fix it. I'm going to make it better next week. Like, I want to continue to create like a healthy environment here in that sense. I think that that's only going to make anybody else to, whereas if a server messes up, instead of just sitting there lying, it's not my fault, they could be like, yeah, you know what, I did mess up and I'm really sorry. And like, I'm going to try to correct that, as opposed, and then.
That's if they want to learn how to grow. If they want to like grow up, you know what I'm saying?
Can I tell you a story?
You can say
story time.
Liz, this is your podcast and I'm just living it.
About 19 or 20, I was working this restaurant and we had to like marry the ketchups. And
Ew.
I never, like, I always did
You
things
never
the right
married
way.
somebody.
I always did things the right way, always. And then one night, I threw out the marrying pot. I'm like, I don't want to do this shit. I never do that. And then my manager asked me about it. I'm like, oh yeah, I did it. I could not sleep that night. I called him.
Is this over ketchup?
Yeah, I called him like 2 hours later. I'm like, just so you know, I lied. I did not marry the ketchup. I know I said I did. He's like, it's not that serious. But I'm just saying, it's okay.
Is your shirt too tight over there? It's ketchup, Liz.
I'm just saying, it's good to just.
So when you make mistakes, own up to it. Is that what you're trying to tell everybody?
Yeah, just, it's not a big deal. Who cares if you make a mistake? It's not the end of the world. Like, just make the mistake, admit it, move on, and just be on.
I feel like if you correct the mistake and move on, you're going to have a better outcome, obviously, than just being like, no, wise words, everything's fine.
I'm fine.
I don't care. It's not my fault, but we'll just move forward. It's just like, that's not progressive. You're not going to get anywhere with that shit.
We're definitely
You'll
Geico, not progressive.
You'll get more respect. In the end, you might think that you're stronger by denying it, but you will get more respect from your staff. Hands down.
Hallelujah.
Agreed.
That's it.
So is it a mistake that I'm not wearing a shirt right now?
A little bit.
God damn it.
But it's okay.
I don't know.
right.
I approved that message.
I did approve.
Next episode, no socks. Getting crazy.
Oh, shit. All right. Restaurant Punk, we out.
Out.
That's
Out.
Liz.
Smack his belly.
Woo-hoo. Well, she's like more cover up, less cover up, nips. And that's what it's called. The Three Bears.
What you got? What do you want?